supplies you need for prices.
Around here somewhere. No offense meant, but I need to keep... If you must know, I am searching for an item of... I seem to have lost my wedding ring down the latrine. Oh, I would be forever grateful.
I've seen you before, haven't I? Welcome to my store. The envoy from Adir, perhaps? You'll get no trouble from me, though the adherent... Cheap wares for cheap clothes.
Little shits! Flying rats! What else are you gonna take?
Finally, and... No, just not you. An unpretentious godlike.
Stay back! He might circle around. It's the damn gulls! I can't go up! Helios cursed me. When they're not pecking me, they're stealing from me. Last year, my crew and I ran aground off of Wakara. Ever since that night, her minions have been picking us off, one by...
Sailors and our superstitions. I'm not saying that's true, but I'm not saying I'd risk it either.
What else could this be but a curse? We may have been carrying some ill-gotten good. They've got my crew Suolenets. The one treasure I have in this world. I've climbed rigging for years. It's not like I can't fetch them myself, but... You're right. I suppose I start looking in hype. I don't know why they...
Hope you're limber and light on your feet. Oh, and don't mind getting pecked.
Hello? Please, we don't want any trouble.
Who is that, Loughlin?
Visitors, dearest. Sorry for that. My husband's reason. Can I help you with something? Oh, he...
Ah, what a miserable thing. I can't
It was some bad drink at the...
Nah, I should have known better than to trust some...
It will be all right, dear one. Say... Oh, well...
A lot.
Strange to see us living out...
Awfully...
Thank Wodaka. We want to move on.
Thirdborn. I spent a few years over there. There are certainly worse places to start over.
That's what we've heard. But it's not as easy as just getting up and walking out that door. First off, we need herbs.
Ondra's kiss, the apothecary said. I should be able to get these eyes back in shape.
Only the apothecary didn't have any. Said it grows by the Eastern Gorge, overlooking the massive skeleton, dangerous place. Rumors of Zarips, and I'm sure it's not...
The Emperor...
If it's not too much to ask, we bought them through an Almauer broker and... I could, but I might be wrecking... And then where would my dearest be? Anyway, we paid good money for that land, and it will mean our life. Every bit of money we didn't spend on...
Right.
Everything's already been paid. If you could get them for our... Oh...
Any luck with the search? Thank... Don't worry, I will. In fact, you can have mine. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Take this then. Buy yourself a drink. Just one more thing. All this, do you really think the god... They do, don't they? How'd I ever end up here? The Living Lands was supposed to... Thanks for the Suolenets.
Ah, there you are. Indeed, that's the one. Thank you so much. You know, it's actually not so bad down here.
The downside of Adir's new arrivals. Paradise doesn't have room for everyone.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach, covered in bird shit. Good afternoon. This is the banner of Cadnur, a fine castle in the Eastern Reach. Not so fine anymore, is it? According to legend, one of the gods destroyed it. Then...
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you. Good work out there, Envoy. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to...
That sounds ominous.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. Well, she comes and goes. You never know where. Kind of like a... Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy.
What? No parting words from me? After...
Shove off, muttonhead.
With talk like that, it's no... At least I'm...
Don't mind me. Just doing my job.
You should not be here. You should be free, whole. The arrow struck. Then your soul found a cave. We feel the souls of multitudes. A current beneath the skin of this. We could dip our hand in once. Feel that we are trapped like wasps. place does not matter. An arrow broke the skin. A festering blot of corruption spread through. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind. Yes, we would see them hurt. We can give you this. We could, just this once. We are bound. We are. Help us. We sense the rot and we fear it. You must. Like a scent in the wind, yes. We will show you, but immensely. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
You're awake? Thank the gods. A voice? Fascinating. I wish I could Your friend here carried you halfway across the city. Made quite the spectacle.
Probably not the grand imperial entrance. He was glad to see you with us. I was sure you were all... If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. A voice?
There's something I still don't understand. You say that like it's a good thing, but the mortal soul...
What does this mean for him? Other than...
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Anything he should avoid? Strenuous exercise, hard drink?
Look for patterns. If your friend has any troubling signs, be it... This is far beyond my expertise. She would know what to make... I don't blame you for your misgivings, but Runid is the... A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. Runid's shop is in the hills. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and... Oh, but avoid the watcher in Hightown. She's a gnome. I'll send word to the ambassador that you... Head up the stairs outside my clinic and... Apologies. Paradise is...
Don't worry. Which is why I should go with you. Your troops are going to be on edge until your killer's found. Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any... The sooner we solve... And we should talk back again.
Envoy, what can I do for you?
Hey! I had a dream about you. In my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside.
This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the grinning Battle Rock.
You saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same.
Parody.
Nothing to see here, and what he thinks doesn't. I caught this waste of life mugging a.
I thought all parodies...
These things happen from time to time. Forgive me, Envoy.
These?
Envoy?
The Adiran envoy, aren't you?
Back there. Just stand there.
Do you mind?
Sit down. If you want information... It's getting more expensive to bring produce in from Fjord. Whatever's going on... Some Svef user told me he had a vision. There's a rumor about a valuable Pargrun stash north. The locals are worried about the steel garrote coming into town. I hear there's trouble out in Suit you.
Do you mind?
Evening.
We could speak another time, perhaps.
for more supplies. He wouldn't... The local animancer, if you... Sapiento vouched for me. He wants to... Mainly, he just asked... You know, it's probably better that we live away from town, though. Anyway, I'm not sure what... So much to do.
No. I need something that says yearning, but mysterious.
That is our most expensive blend. Sometimes...
So many choices, but none of them are perfect.
You there. I heard what happened. You mean enchanted? No. Talk to my... I just think... I'm still taller, though. By a hair's breadth. Probably because I've already been paid for them. If Walter happened...
The hunters set that up as a way to earn...
A pleasure, envoy. If it suits your fancy, check the board for what... Show it here. Remind me not to get on your bad side. Guess you were just the one storm she couldn't... I don't envy you having gone into that horrid place. Good. Too many good men and women died because of that bastard. Be safe. Ain't many ways into that camp. Camp, from what I've heard, you might want to consider trying to find one. A frontal assault would be mighty reckless.
Step right up. Please buy something. My sister, the blacksmith, she doesn't... Why keep a dagger under your pillow? Because we're twins. Of course not. I wouldn't... I did that once.
Hey, so close. But what's the point? It's useless without that Adra. Oh, you're a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us. I suppose if you say it, luckily, I'm trying to do work for the betterment of the world. That ought to win me some favor. If that's the case, I pray that... Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service. My latest experiment was meant to solve the scourge that has come over the local flora and fauna, but it wasn't. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today. Awakened Adra has already failed me. No, the gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra have not delivered. Which is impossible. Yes, I thought so too. But they offered... My friends must have lied. Or they got the Adra and they lost it. I can't... But yes, Adelgund, often by the western gate. I'd be very grateful. Any luminous Adra will do.
died. But you're here. You've got some god looking out for you.
Envoy, hello. I'm glad to see you on your feet. Kai.
Tej.
I'm surprised they let you in here.
I'm surprised you're still gainfully employed.
It's nothing like that. Some more polite than I didn't mean anything by it, Envoy.
Hey, somebody has to have the envoys back, because...
No one expected the...
Exactly. Well,
Kai?
Come on, it's funny. Tej caused a ruckus last time he was slumming it at the back. You were trying to kill a man, if I remember right.
You?
You lived.
That water's filthy.
Gods, Tej. The envoy doesn't need to...
The fellow cheated me. I couldn't let that slide.
It was over a dice game. Tej here has a...
Great. Let's air all my trouble.
The bartender sleeping with your girlfriend.
You're lying.
You sure about that?
We'll talk about this later.
I'm not breaking up with her for you. Just so we're clear.
That's more than enough. Was there anything I... The 7-foot-tall Aumaua with biceps the size of my head.
Flatterer. You know I'm barely a...
Naturally. How can I... Inquisitor Ludwig is the commander of the Steel Garrote, but she doesn't keep it so much as... She's also a veteran of the Steel Garrote's campaign.
She's a Death Guard. Well, that explains...
I don't know what happened to her there, but I... Has she ever... Except... The morning after the ambassador received word you'd been dispatched, I heard the Inquisitor tell her captain... That couldn't have been you, could it?
The envoy here has depths you...
We are... Think upon your... That's the litany of the Steel Garrote. Usually said right. They're an order of paladins born and bred in Adir. Though, clearly, they've found plenty of work beyond our borders. Their remit is simple, but comprehensive. In practice, that has historically meant contracts. One law...
Fun bunch. What are they doing in Paris?
Since the events in the Deadfire, the Steel Garrote has always been associated with Wodaka. Now, and they go wherever Wodaka's priests, or Wodaka herself, but the Living Lands are a dangerous, lawless frontier in sore need of order, or so the Steel... Do you think so? I've always... Wodaka's edicts are clear. If you obey her laws, pursue justice, punish the guilty... Then you have pleased her, But Wodaka does not trust. She demands that you her every request is a test, and her every test... I appreciate a god who makes you work for their grace. Should you ever save...
Hey, it's the envoy. Hey, I swear, I own the world. Yeah, you only told me about 100 times. Hey, where's Yeda? No. Oh, God.
They didn't make it, Offreak. I'm sorry.
But you saved Cadman. You couldn't save them? What happened? I can't. Hey, we always knew that was a risk, right? Better to go out at the bottom of the world than dying in bed like Grand. Did you avenge them? Is the Oracle dead? At least they got... And I got my... Don't be a... What I mean to say... Oh, that reminds me. It belonged to our grandfather. He'd always, when we were recruiting, he gave it to us. We take turns. Cadman had it last, so he gets... Ambassador Heelgard has written to Expedition while we wait for...
Wait. Let me guess. Mermaid's Den.
You told him? It was a moment of weakness. Well, I'm sure I don't know if you're ever in High Crown. Yeah, we can...
I wish things had turned out better for the rest of their crew, but I'm glad they made it. One of them may even get a happy ending.
Envoy, is it really you? I can't believe you're alive. How do you feel? Your fealty to our homeland can't go...
But we'll return to the topic of Our first order of business is your purpose. You said you had a missive for... Very good. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. With that, I had better. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes no sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. Well, not to mention your abrupt. This embassy has no shortage of political foes. You've seen firsthand what it can do in... No doubt some superstitious peasant. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. Your instincts. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. They've sabotaged our work, killed our... Something about labor dispute.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous, but defend it we must. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang. These Paradisan rebels must face justice. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the Living Lands. Let's make sure to give her some...
Not many get a chance to solve their own. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarok, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Blend in. For Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest...
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few, especially...
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but before we can send you off to parts unknown. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing, the health of your soul is another. Well, be that as it may, we can't...
And I can't keep track...
Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the... But don't be so quick to judge. They got the... We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarok? Where's my mark? Right behind you. Next one's mine. Take your best shot. Guess Adiran discipline doesn't apply to pest control.
Who's ready for more? On seat. Worse than raw.
Hey! Over here! I don't think the new owners like company.
Worse than raw.
Walk in, give her the letter, and go. You don't have to say anything. Sort of. I was seeing this girl, Nasha, down at the bathhouse. I haven't been in a while, though. I know. I wrote her a letter, but I'm too cowardly to deliver it. Thank you. Nasha should be working right now. The place is called...
Must not be hiring.
What do you want? Quickly! I haven't... Nursing their headaches, sir? My friends thought it'd be funny to get roaring drunk last night. They've all gathered out there, and I don't have a show to give them. I can't... You're right. I was foolish to even consider it. I wasn't cut out for this. I'll have to come up with some excuse for why... Haven't you gawked at me enough?
I always thought they should move to High Market. Then they'd make enough to eat.